Inferno, back with another Black Ops 2 commentary video for you, the YouTube citizens here on YouTube. Now check this out. A couple of weeks back, or a few weeks back, or some time ago this year, I did a video regarding to the upcoming video games that are coming out this year, and these are ones that I know that I'll be getting, or that I'll have my eye on, or that I believe that you, the YouTube citizens, should have your eyes on. Now, in case you didn't see that video, or you did, but it didn't just hit your mind, or you didn't catch it, whatever, there's a few games that I left out. Now, these games that I left out are either games that wasn't confirmed at the time, but now they are, or games that you know that comes out every year, but there's been no mention of these games. But either way, you know they still coming out regardless. So let me jump on these games, and hopefully there's enough time. I want to talk about a certain game that came out not too long ago that is creating a lot of controversy for itself. But first of all, let's jump into this list real quick. So the first game I want to talk about is the new Batman game that's coming out, Arkham Knight, coming out October 14th, and it's only coming out for the P4, Xbox One, and the PC. And this game is going to be sick because unlike Arkham Origins, which was created by a different company, but it was still good nevertheless, the same cast who created Arkham Asylum and Arkham City will create this one. So expect Arkham Knight to be good, expect it to be better than the last one, which was Arkham Origins. Like I said, I had no problem with Arkham Origins. You know, you see me play, it's pretty good, it's pretty okay. But, you know, I never played Arkham Asylum, but I do play and still have Arkham City, and that game is beast. That's my favorite Batman game of all time. To me, the best Batman game of all time. Again, I haven't played Arkham Asylum. I heard a lot of good things about Arkham Asylum before Arkham City came out, and even to this day, I still hear a lot of good things about Arkham Asylum. But, anywho, Arkham Knight, going to be good. Can't wait for that one. Again, October 14th, P4, you know I'm getting it for that system. Another game that's coming out this year, even though it don't have a actual release date, but we all know it's coming out this year, and that's the new Assassin's Creed game. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's a new Assassin's Creed coming out this year called Unity. Comes out more likely in November, like every Assassin's Creed game do. But here's the thing about this one, because you know, with me, it's like the feeling is, oh, they work on these Assassin's Creed games, they only have about like less than a year to work on them, or something like that. So, you know, the last one was Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Before that one, it was 3. And then before that one, it was Revelation. Now, technically, I didn't really like I wouldn't say I didn't like, I just couldn't get into Revelation. And 3, I didn't like 3 because you play as the villain for the majority of the beginning. And I'm like, can we get to the main character? And it took a while for me to get to the main character, so I just screw it and just gave up on it. And I never got Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag because I didn't hear a lot about it. I only heard 2 people talk about it. One person said it was good, the other said it was bad. You know, and so I didn't really get 4. You know, I was thinking about, should I get 4? I don't know, maybe, possibly. But I didn't hear a lot about Assassin's Creed 4. So, with this new one, which is going to take place in France, whatever, and not in the Americas, you know, it could be a little bit different or whatever. But here's the thing. The word is that this game took about 3 years for the creators, Ubisoft, to make. So that's something worth looking into. You know, 3 years to make this one game. Okay, maybe it has potential. Now again, there's no official release date. We just know that it is coming out this year. Now, another game that is been officially released to the public is Far Cry 4. Yes, there's going to be a new Far Cry 4. Now the word is that may or may not come out this year. We're looking at early next year, but we are expecting to get like some more information at this year's E3 about Far Cry 4. So stay tuned for that. All we know is that it's going to take place in like a snowy place, and you get to ride elephants. Yeah. Okay, and me, I never really got into Far Cry. I never played Far Cry, but at the same time, I'm not a Far Cry hater or anything like that. So if you like Far Cry, then yeah, you know, you should be licking your chops for this game. Now let's get towards the games that haven't been announced yet, but you know they're coming out with them anyway. And the first one I want to talk about is the new Call of Duty. Now obviously I have mentioned the new Call of Duty in my news, and more news video that I did a couple of weeks back. As also, this year's Call of Duty gonna be made by Sledgehammer, and they the cast who did the multiplayer for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So if you like that multiplayer, you'll like this one. If you didn't, you may not like this one. Me, I didn't have a problem, or I didn't have a lot of problems, or I rarely had any problems with the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3. So, seeing how this isn't made by Infinity Ward with that crappy Ghost game, this year's Call of Duty might be good. But, you know, the one I'm really waiting for next year, because Treyarch is making that one. Treyarch, in my opinion, have you on the ball with their games, you know, outside from War at War. That game was crappy. But with Black Ops and Black Ops 2, both of those games is really good. Really like those. So I really can't wait for next year's Call of Duty. But this year's Call of Duty gonna catch my eyes. So I'm gonna get it to see, you know, what's it all about and things of that nature. Alright, another game that you know is coming out this year to compete with Call of Duty, and that's the new Battlefield. Now whether it will be Battlefield 5 or they may go back to the Bad Company name, I don't know what they're doing, but you know they're going to be coming out with a new Battlefield. And again, if you're not a Call of Duty fan but you're a Battlefield fan, yeah, you know, you should like this one as well. That one probably going to be looking at a October, November release, the same thing with the Call of Duty game. Now, speaking of the October release, one game that you know will be coming out this year is NBA 2K15. Now, I haven't heard anything about the new 2K15, but you should know that they're gonna come out with one this year. It's inevitable, basically. And I'm gonna do a video one of these days about my status with 2K, because remember, you know, I came out with like 2 videos when I was dissing 2K for the NBA 2K13 on the PS3, and then I did a third video about my NBA 2K14 wish list. And one of these days I'm gonna look back on that wish list, make a video based off of that wish list to see if 2K14, if 2K got it right in 2K14, if they use anything that I mentioned in the wish list on there, and you know my status with 2K, and whether or not I'm gonna get 2K15. And right now I'm not sure, because MLB 14, the show, they raised the bar, they raised that level with the whole year to year transfer your character thing. They raised the bar, so I'm like, 2K, y'all gotta do that. If y'all ain't doing that, there's no point in me getting 2K15 and starting over with my character that I worked so hard with in 2K14. You know, nowadays that's stupid. One more game on the list is NBA Live. Will there be an NBA Live 15? That's the mystery. I'm not sure. I hope not. I didn't play Live, but I can tell that Live didn't really do good this year. So, EA, I think they should stop making Live. Not try to compete with 2K. I don't know, if they gonna go with the arcade route, try to make it look more like NBA Jam, I guess, then yeah, go ahead. If not, I have to say, don't do it. Especially if you try to make Live realistic, unless you completely change the bodies, how the bodies look. If they make the bodies look authentic, then yeah, they'll be back in the game, in my opinion. Outside of that, no, unless you go with that arcade style and say, yeah, it's good for arcade game or something like that. And you know there's a Madden coming out this year. I think Madden comes out, I know it's coming out August, but I forgot the date. And notice how there's not an NBA, NCAA 2K, an NCAA college football this year. Last year was the last year, folks. It's a pain, but that's how it is. And unfortunately, I got a little time, so I'm gonna talk about it real quick. The new Metal Gear Solid was awful. I didn't play it, but I heard it only take like 20 minutes for you to beat, and that made no sense. They were charging $64 for the game. Now they cut the price of it down to $30. It's still not worth it. So they messed up, you know, with that Metal Gear. But check out the final kill cam, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. And as you can see, we won this game, man. I was beasting and feasting this game, man. This is the new Jay Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, man. You know the rest of my nicknames. And I got a surprise for y'all next week. So yeah, stay tuned for my channel next week. Until then, peace out, y'all.
I'm in this for the change. Fuck the fame. I'm just trying to feed these kids. I ain't here to make a name. All I do is get money. That's the gang. Cities out here playing, man. Let me do my thing, man. I'm in it for the change. Fucking fame. I'm just trying to feed these kids. I ain't here to make a name. All I do is get money. That's the gang. Cities out here playing, man. Let me do my thing, man. See me when I rock. I be gleaming while I talk. I'm a diamond in the rough. I'm a genie out the box. Superman up in the booth. Leave it steaming when I pop. Ripley's with the flow. You believe in me or not? See me cheeky with a freaky mommy in a little bikini. On South Beach sipping my way, rolling up great and getting steamy. I be fake.